I've rebuilt the deck with some Celestia cards. It's possible this is much better. I mean, I kept in blue now as the splash, but I can now play my splash off a load of X-Men Guardians and such. I also put in Soul Tide. Not sure about that. Let's not mulligan 6 cards. Let's open with the planes. So this is a good hand. We've got Centaur Healer and Keywoon. It's possible this should be an Azorius Keywoon. I was struggling as to which Keywoon to play. I didn't want to play both because it wrecked my curve to play both. Now I've got a Sky Knight as well. This hand's going off. So we've got our choice of 3 drops. If he plays Doorkeeper, we run out this. No, if he plays Doorkeeper, we can run out the Healer, Sky Knight down the Doorkeeper. Okay, we'll take our 2 and then play a Centaur Healer. His main phase, yeah. Take our 2, play a Centaur Healer. We are more than fine with your Shred Freak. That's just going to be completely nerfed. By this, we gain the life back, and we can now block it. If he puts Pursuit of Flight on it, well, then we can Soul Tithe it, make him pay for it every single turn. It's not even that good, so... Well, we can Sky Knight it down, I suppose. Get our own beats on. Pursuit of Flight? No, Chainwalker. Okay. Is he playing a completely different deck, too? Is it just me, or did we just play like an X-Men Guardian Rampy deck, and now we're up against kind of super aggro? Don't get me wrong, I'm not really complaining. So we can Sky Knight down his Chainwalker and then attack with the Healer. Then we take 2 off the Shred Freak next turn. But I don't think it's a race we're not favoured in. I mean, next turn we can play Keywoon and have activation of Keywoon up, which makes our blockers really very good. And we've got 3 powered attackers. And he really doesn't if he's doing 2 damage with a Rakdos Shred Freak. So I'm actually going to try and race the red-blue aggressive deck here. Possibly red-black. No, he's blue. He's got to be blue. He's playing Hypersonic Dragon. He had green mana last time and all sorts. White mana? Is he playing 4 color? Well, X-Men Guardians. Is he going to play around Giant Growth? No, he's not. Okay. Fair enough. Now what, friend? Nothing. Well, I mean, he's got something, right? You don't just play nothing, right? He plays decks with nothing in them. What could he have here? I mean, Annihilating Fire, I guess? Or I can't think of any, like, flash creatures other than, just plain old removal spells he might have, so... Nope. Actual nothing. Okay. We'll play our Keywoon, leave up the ability to activate our Keywoon, so we can get in there for 3 with his Chainwalker here. Which he's welcome to do. I'm not going to bother Soul Tithing down his stuff. I'm going to wait till he plays one of his big things to Soul Tithe it. I could do with drawing some gas over here, but my 2-3 power guys, soon to be 3-3 power guys, are getting the job done. So does he have something now? An Annihilating Fire on my Centaur, or probably my Sky Knight? The Electricity the Sky Knight? I mean... I'll take that. No. But he did pause, so I feel like he does have Annihilating Fire, or... Bounce spells? What bounce spells are there with that? No, I can't think of one. Oh, we could have the Overload, the Street Spasm, the one we had. The Street Spasm. And he's considering whether he should use it now or wait to see if he can overload it. And he decided to wait till his draw step. He's since drawn not the land he wanted. No, the land. But not the land he wanted. He wants green mana. Or white mana. Or who knows what's going on over there. F3. I'm worried I F6'd. And that's a bad idea because then I can't wake up my Keywoon and block the Shred Freak. So quickly F3 there. So you actually F3 a lot more than you F2 or F6, because whenever you F3, you hammer the key, just in case it hasn't gone through. It's possible he's got a dodgy connection of some kind. He's tanking for a while over there. So what's he considering between? Is he considering that Street Spasm? Perhaps he's thinking I'll wait till he wakes up the Keywoon, and then I'll try and Street Spasm. How much could he Spasm for right now? He could only Spasm for 1 if he's hitting all my creatures. So I am just going to try... Well, he's got something though, right? So if you've got Electrickery, he Electrickeries away my Sky Knight and my Keywoon. And then it's essentially a 2 for 2, but he's traded the Shred of Reek for the Key Rune. And then my clock goes down significantly. Possibly was debating between that and playing a pre-combat Hypersonic Dragon. As if I don't wake up the Key Rune and run into his obvious trick. I take 5 down to 14. I've got 9 damage next turn plus a Soul Tithe. Yeah, but if he plays the Hypersonic Dragon post-combat, it's a really good blocker. So my plan is to Soul Tithe it, force him to pay for it. But then even then, I'm waiting on something. So, if he has the Dragon, and I feel like he does, because he was considering playing it pre-combat, to see if he could attack with it, then I'd rather he didn't play the Dragon and just try to eat my creatures whilst I look for a solution. So yeah, he nullifies the Key Rune. That's his turn gone. I can knock him down to 5 now. Okay. Okay. He's got some stuff. Gatekeeper Vine, not great here. All these guys are 2-drops. This is horrible. Compared to what he had last time, he had like stuff. I can fly him for 3, hold back the Centaur Healer, I think. Play Gatekeeper Vine. Centaur Healer makes a fine block. I'll happily trade it for the Frostborn Weird. And then, I suppose I could force him to pay for like the Chainwalker. But I mean, he can do that probably with ease. No point in attacking with the Centaur Healer, and it's a worthwhile blocker. Yeah, I'm not unhappy with the Annihilating Fireplay at all, because he has a Frostborn Weird which would have blocked our Key Rune anyway, and so we don't actually get through much extra damage there, and we end up taking a ton of extra damage on the backswing. We probably need more white mana. Had a guess. Quite a few dead draws left, because I brought in that Aerial Predation. Just a quick look at our deck there. Do I want to Soul Tithe down, just like a Frostborn Weird? I mean, I Soul Tithe it down, he can still just pump it 3 times, so there's no real point. I'm going to save this Soul Tithe. Could use some more spells over here, I'll be honest. Because this left Skynet is not a massive clock, nor is it a clock I get the feeling he can't deal with. If he couldn't deal with it, he would have Annihilating Fired it. If I end up trading the Centaur Healer for the Frostborn Weird, I've got no way to really deal with the Shred Freak. Could use a Courser's Accord, that's what I need. Courser's Accord, ton of 3/3s, deal with it. Sorry, I was breathing into the mic, I'm sorry about that. So I haven't said anything in the last couple of minutes, because I was breathing into the mic, so worrying about that. So, I've read all these flavor texts before. Let's talk about Gate Crash while we're here. So currently, I don't know where you are, because you'll be watching this from the perspective of the future. So currently, the major arguments I've been having are whether or not the Orzhov mechanic is aggressive, and it's not, by the way. It's super slow and control-y, and wants you to lock up the board. That's Extort. It wants you to be playing extra mana in your deck as well, which I think is interesting. It might be worth at the pre-release. I will be going Boros and Orzhov, good old Borzhov. So it might be worth playing a kind of an 18 or 19 land deck if you've got enough of the Extort cards. It'll be interesting to see. I mean, it depends how many Extort cards you open, and how many are in your pool. Interestingly, both that mechanic and the Simic mechanic respect not necessarily having the cards, as in having quantity of them, like Populate. You want lots and lots of Populate and tokens effects, that's obvious. But both Simic and Orzhov, it's about the curve of your deck, and I think that's really interesting. Like, if you've got a load of evolved creatures, but they're all the evolved bears, then you're really not up to much. Okay, so after a long tank, he's choosing to attack with just Gorehouse Chainwalker. I think we're going to take that, but we'll take